the Capital One Bowl from Orlando, Florida. On a Chamber of Commerce day, sunny skies, temperatures in the mid-70s. Alabama against Michigan State, number 16 against number 9. The SEC against the Big Ten, one of 6 games on ESPN's family of networks.
The shotgun, first down at the 21-yard line. He's going to throw on first down and completes it for a first down. Picked up of about 14 to Preston Dial, the tight end.
Up with him in the slot, and Rutgers on the sideline.
Mitchell White's the guy that took his spot. They're going to come in a crossing pattern to Marquise Mays down the sideline. First down all the way down to the 26-yard line. The extra wide receiver. McElroy, quick toss, pitch and catch. Michael Williams, first down.
And that as much as anything, I mean, they got the first down.
Second down at inches just outside the 5. It's Richardson again. Puts his head down, and it's first and goal, Alabama. Mark gets the call, and he's in. Touchdown, and he ran over Marcus Hyde for the tied score. Tying the school record.
Pound linebacker in the hole. He met a 200-pound safety, and Ingram was able to run over him and get the ball across the plane.
Snap of the ball game at the 33-yard line. Edwin Baker, and he's dropped for a loss by Nico Johnson, the linebacker, and a loss of 5. As it's third down and 9. And here comes the blitz. Cousins completes it to Mark Dell for a first down. On the quick slant. Cousins across the middle. It's Dell again, and it's another first down to get him this far. Cousins over the middle, completes it to Nickel, and he's got a first down. At the 25-yard line, Keith Nickel. Range. Cousins in the shotgun. Here comes the pressure. He got away from it and threw an interception to Robert Lester. His 8th of the year, going the other way. Third down and 9, Alabama. McElroy to Julio Jones, first down. And you hear the chance of Julio from the Alabama. Third down and 6. Throws the out, completes, first down, Julio Jones. In front of Rucker, who's still limping. Outs. Trent Richardson's with him in the backfield. Play action, deep middle. Julio Jones has got another one. First and goal, Alabama.
All season.
Alabama first and goal. The give is to Trent Richardson. And Richardson met at the goal line. He got in. Touchdown, Alabama. Cousins stumbled as he dropped back on the play action. He did get the pass complete. It came out of the hands, and it's picked up by Nico Johnson. Touchdown. Lincecum couldn't hold it. Nico Johnson could, but they're still down 14. Baker cuts it outside. This is his best run of the day. And a big hit at the end, a couple of them, and now Edwin Baker's fired up. Bowl after us, the Fiesta Bowl later on tonight. Here at the Capital One Bowl, it's an end around and a pass that's coming. Nope, going to tuck it and go. Keyshawn Martin.
Really good decision by Keyshawn Martin. They tried to get a big play off the reverse pass.
To the top of your screen. Cousins looking that way, going deep. Oh, what a catch by Lincecum. He held on to that one.
Stride, even though they didn't get anything to show for it.
Bates, the punt. Lazy end-over-end kick. He's trying to drop inside the 5 and made the end zone barely. Quite a turn of events.
Beers, so we'll see if that helps.
I wish I liked pickles that much. I'd rather cramp up. Here's Ingram. No cramping for Mark Ingram, the Heisman Trophy winner. Pickup of 8 in the first down. This 3rd and 3 here by Alabama. But they don't. Preston Dial's got a first down inside the 40 and out of the 37. And now they got a 14-point lead at a 1st and 10. Greg McElroy back to throw. He's got Mark Ingram wide open down the sideline. Ingram cuts back in, spins his way to the 15, to the 10. Ingram to the 6-yard line. Wow, that's why he was the Heisman Trophy winner last year. Because it isn't a national championship bowl game, he said, nope, we prepare the same way for every game, and he has come prepared. Touchdown.
The record is his now in the Alabama books. Touchdown number 42.
Let's see if Richardson can pick up a yard. They toss it to him, but he gives it to Julio Jones on the end around. He's got McElroy in front as a blocker. Julio Jones, he got a block, and he got a touchdown.
He got a great block. For a moment, like it might even be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. But Julio Jones dipped in and then got outside and watched the block by McElroy right up into the chest.
Academic All-American of the year, too. This is a handoff to Ingram, and Mark Ingram broke into the second level, and he's still on his feet as he's run out of bounds finally in front of the Spartan bench after a pickup of 14.
Barrett Jones leading the way. They were near perfect.
Play fake.
And a throw to Dial. And Dial with a hurdle down to the 40-yard line. Over Marcus Hyde.
You know, that's the second or third time.
That a little bit more as we go. Second down and 5. McElroy going to go deep.
Marquise Mays has got it. Touchdown. On a perfect strike from McElroy, 36 yards. To Marquise Mays.
It's one-on-one coverage, the post route. Watch Johnny Adams. As soon as he spun, it was over. And Marquise Mays gets the separation in a beautiful lineup. Man for man and play with Wisconsin head-to-head, but they've got the speed.
Cousins got leveled as he threw. Keyshawn Martin, though, made the catch on the other end. Wow, Kirk Cousins got a lot on that ball for getting leveled by Courtney Upshaw. Here comes the end around. Keyshawn Martin. Man, Courtney Upshaw has played like a first-team All-American today, as he did against Auburn, even though it was in a losing effort.
Some of these other guys play in the football game to get ready for next year.
Yeah, those are the guys you were talking about for next year. Cousins is leveled from behind by Alex Watkins, the backup outside linebacker. That spot where Courtney Upshaw.
Right after this in the Rose Bowl against Wisconsin.
Big Ten will have another chance at the SEC, where we're heading after we leave here. We'll head to New Orleans. Holly, don't push him out the door. We want him back. Here's a run and a first down run by Demetrius Good.
Well, we mentioned Alabama next year. I mean, the guys they're losing on this offense.
Exactly. Fourth down and a couple. And a first down by Good, and he runs over a couple of guys. And that's the third string tailback behind Mark Ingram and Trent Richardson. Don't do that. Second down. And again
For a touchdown to Eddie Lacy. Alabama with another score. And that's the four-string tailback. Get down the field. Give it to, in this case, your four-string tailback. And he goes 12 yards for the touchdown.
And a nice block by the center, William Vlahos, on that middle linebacker, Greg Jones. Open things up.
And he is the redshirt freshman, Maxwell. Get some playing time here off play action. Throws down the middle and got it to Gant, his tight end. I don't know how he tucked that one in there. And a flag at the end of the play. Thought about that. Third down and 5 for Maxwell and the Spartan offense. And a strike to nickel, and he's got a first down. And Keith, who had been shaken up earlier back out there, and they moved the sticks. And when this game's over, sometime in the near future, and talk about it. Low snap. Maxwell's in trouble. Down he goes. Way back at the 35-yard line. And again, Marcel Darius and company, just too much for the offense.
You got Hightower, Darius, all those guys still in the game rushing the quarterback. Here's Darius again.
Oh, boy. Down goes Maxwell, and he looks like he's hurt, and now the ball is out. And the play I thought had been whistled dead. Maybe it hadn't.
Ball team.
McCarron. Throw out to Good, and Good down the sideline. That was a heck of a throw just to get it out there. It looked like the defensive back was going to make a play on it, but it's a pickup.
Prep. You have to say his bowl record, it might be working, that change he made.
I think so.
And this might be working for Eddie Lacy. Racing to the end zone. Touchdown. His second touchdown of the second half. And this one's 62 yards.
Well, this is a running play, but there was nobody at home in the back end of the defense. A couple broken arm tackles, and you can't tell the guy to fall down and not run. All he did was run straight ahead. And it was an easy touch. Look, I'm looking around, and Nick Saban on the sidelines like, oh, we don't need to score anymore, but what do you want him to do?
What are you going to do?
You don't want to tell the kid to fall down. Of a physical team, but I like Oregon. I was impressed with them when we saw them the last 2 weeks of the season. I think their quarterback, Darren Thomas, has to really play well.
So if it should be his last game, it'll be one that he can remember and smile about, which is what he told us he was hoping for. And here's Benny Fowler breaking the shutout. 49 yards for the touchdown.
For sure, for Alabama. The cornerback went for an interception. He missed the ball and the tackle. And Benny Fowler was some pretty good running down the field and a nice block down.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Holly, you look good in one of those hats. Here's McCarron. Completes it to Brad Smelly. And Smelly goes out for a first down.
Low snap, but he got the handoff to Lacey, and he might be off to the races again. He got hit pretty good in the secondary by Jarris Jones, or he might have scored again. And we're down to the final couple plays. Congratulations to the Crimson Tide of Alabama, your Capital One Bowl champions, to cap the 2010 season and open up 2011. And a 10-win year, 10-3. It looked like he said, sorry about that, buddy. They're friends. Appears now, but at one point it was Mark D'Antonio as Nick's assistant. And there's your Capital One Bowl player of the game, Greg McElroy. 32nd bowl win for the Tide in their 58 appearances. They win it 49-7.
I think one thing that Nick Saban said about the team, and I think that they learned this year, is that they're only a really good team when they play at their best.